of you can still remember the joy of accomplishment when you finally mastered the task of tying your own shoe? I'm sure you can still remember the excitement on your parents' faces too. If you're a parent, I'm sure you can understand the huge milestone that this is for kids, getting them to tie their shoe. And of course, it's not always the most fun task either, because it's very frustrating for some to teach little guys and girls how to master a task that is a little bit challenging for little fingers. Today I'd like to provide some tips and tools to use when teaching a child to tie their own shoe. I'll discuss the type of shoelaces best for kids new at this task, a few different methods, and a few tips for the teacher too. Let's first begin with the best type of shoelaces for new guys. According to Ian Figgin, there are two kinds of shoelaces that are ideal for kids learning to tie their own shoe. The first shoelace would be a wide shoelace, not a thin one like this. The wider shoelace allows the child to grip a little bit better. It's easier to hold on to for them. And also, you don't want something that's made of a slippery material, maybe with like a synthetic shoelace, like the quick ties, like a lot of us have on our boots. For those of us who are in the military, you know, the ones that quick tie, those aren't really ideal for little guys either, because they easily slip through their fingers. There's also these really cool things called training laces, and what it is there are two different colors. The left side is one color, say red, and the right side is blue, for example. Of course, the combination's any color. But this allows the child to follow along with the instruction. It makes it less difficult to mix up the loops and the knots. Well, now that we have the proper shoelaces for teaching, let's go over a few tried and true methods. I'm pretty sure everybody has either learned one of these two methods to tie their shoe, and that's the bunny ear method and the around the tree method. One or the other is not better than the other. It just depends on which method is easier for the child, and maybe even what's easier for the teacher. For an example, my brother and sister learned how to tie their shoe by my mom, and my mom taught them using the bunny ear method. But my dad taught me to tie my shoe, and we used the around the tree method. So let me go ahead and demonstrate for you the two methods. Got our standard shoe here. My kids actually, I haven't quite mastered that task yet, so we still have Velcro shoes running around our house, so I'm going to use my own shoe for the demonstration. You want to make sure you pull the laces tight. And then we're going to go ahead and we'll do the bunny ear method first. Take the first two laces, go ahead and tie a small knot. And we'll take make two loops with the laces, pull just a little bit tighter, loop the laces around each other through the hole, and pull. And there you are, the bunny ear method. Now I'm going to teach y'all next how to do the around the tree method, and again, that's the method I use to learn how to tie my shoe. So again, make sure the laces are nice and tight. Okay. Make a little knot here at the bottom of the two laces just to secure things. Okay. And then you take one loop. This is the difference between the bunny ear method. You take one loop, you take the loose piece of string, loop it around the tree, slide it through the hole, and pull. Voila, all done. And the last topic I'd like to go over is a few tips for the teacher. Being a teacher can sometimes be a little bit frustrating. Sometimes we as adults get a little impatient when we have to teach something to someone who's learning when we've mastered this task, you know, some 20, 30 years ago. Best thing to do for the teacher is refresh your memory on how to use each method. Most likely you've mastered one and forgot about the other. I mean, as I said, you've been tying your shoes the same way probably 20 or 30 years. So try teaching yourself the method that you haven't mastered. In fact, it's kind of like putting yourself in their shoes. Double check the instructions. You don't want to miss a step. And ensure your finished product comes untied without difficulty for the child. So when you're done tying, you're done teaching, you should just be able to pull on one and everything should come undone. There shouldn't be any double knotting or any, it shouldn't be difficult. Now that you've refreshed your memory on how to accomplish this task, let's review what we've talked about. Learning to tie one shoe is probably one of the most memorable milestones next to riding a bike for a child. If you pick out the right shoelaces, make sure it's big enough for little hands learning to tie their shoe. Maybe make a catchy song out of the bunny ears or the around the tree method. It'll most likely bring back some of your childhood memories as well. And prepare yourself, you, the teacher, for this day with a little refresher course, and you should have nothing but success. Hopefully by following these tips and tools, your teaching experience to your child and their learning experience will be much, much more enjoyable. Thank you for your time, and have a good day. Bye.